Yo, welcome back, boxing fans. Unfortunately, I had just gotten over the whole letdown with Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez, all right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I had high hopes or any extreme expectations on the outcome or the events of the Fury versus Ngannou fight, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Fury did not demonstrate the vast differences between a heavyweight boxing champion and a crossover MMA fighter, that's for sure. And if you don't believe me, just peep the betting odds before the fight. All right, that's all I had to say. You can see what the expectations was greatly. Anyway, back to the skill levels. Seriously, skill levels should have been miles apart, in my opinion. I mean, if you put a pro heavyweight boxer in the ring against a heavyweight amateur boxer, you should see a difference in skill level, right? Well, most of the time anyway, but you get what I'm saying. If we use Fury's performance in this fight as a gauge for Fury versus Usyk, it would be very easy to predict the outcome. But I'm sure we'll see or get a different version of Tyson Fury against Usyk. I hope anyway, or it'll be way too easy work for Usyk on that night. Francis, he did as I thought, or pretty much close to it. And what I mean by that is he tried his best. But you got to look at it from the bright side. I mean, in the process of trying his best, he got a knockdown on the heavyweight lineal champion of the world, man. That gives you decent creds, I would like to believe. And if you want to add something else, I mean, he lost by a split decision. Not too shabby if you ask me for Ngannou. Anyway, let's get real for a second here, folks. Fury should have never been dropped in this fight at all. No way, shape, or form. And if you really want to get into it, I'm not talking about the impact or the effects of the punch that put him down. What I'm really speaking on here is about the implications of that knockdown upon Tyson Fury and boxing altogether. It should not have happened. I actually thought I'd see a little slight bit of Mike Tyson rubbed off on Francis Ngannou. Maybe a little attempt at a peekaboo now and then, but none of it at all. Matter of fact, Ngannou, he looked like a guy getting used to his new environment. You know what I'm saying? He was not locked in. And from my opinion, it did not look like he demonstrated anything in specific that him and his coaches might have worked on in camp. As I think deeper into this fight, it was a loss for boxing, in my opinion. Tyson Fury, not a very, very good ambassador for boxing with this performance at all. You know what I'm saying? Not going to go into the details of that, but Tyson Fury is the heavyweight lineal champion of the world. He should be a greater ambassador to the sport of boxing in the ring against an MMA fighter, making his first time ever boxing appearance in the ring. That's it. Don't get me wrong. I understand no one can have the same performance every time they get in the ring. It would be impossible. But when the opponent is supposed to be subpar to you, your performance should demonstrate it greatly. That's all I'm really saying here. What this fight actually does, though, is further open the gates, allowing a greater influx of imitators and copycatters trying to make it in the sport of boxing and make some money at the same time. Which, I'm not hating on someone for making money at all, any which way legally they go about it. But there's a rite of passage in boxing. There's a process you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is what rubs a lot of the real boxing fans wrong when other individuals, YouTubers, MMA fighters, nuns, whatever you got, they just don't go through the natural process of boxing to get to the point where they fight the champion or for crazy billions of dollars. And here we have guys that are going through the process from the age of 9 that are still struggling to get there. Anyway, I was going to mention that pre-fight show and performances, but looking back now, I think it was kind of good that they had that long performance because it made up for the lack of a great show in the boxing ring. Anyway, looks like Tyson Fury, he didn't get any cuts and things of that nature. He should still be able to fight Mr. Usyk on the 23rd, I believe it is, in December. And like I said, based on this last performance by Mr. Tyson Fury, Usyk should have no problem slicing him up from the southpaw with some nice, slick boxing. Anyway, that's all I have for you, people. I'm out.